Authorities have banned large-scale demonstrations here in Berlin against measures to stop the spread of the coronavirus. The organizers had called a new protest this coming Saturday, and thousands were expected to attend. At a demonstration at the start of this month in Berlin, police said many people taking part had ignored rules on social distancing and the wearing of face masks, putting public health at risk. The protesters include anti-vaccination activists and conspiracy theorists, but also some of Germany's most notorious right-wing groups. Our political correspondent Nina Hase now joins us from our parliamentary studios here in Berlin. Nina, the organizers don't want to accept the ban. Tell us more.
Several groups are already mobilizing their supporters online to still come to Berlin this weekend. They use chat services like Telegram, so it's quite easy to follow their conversations. And they're saying that it's important to send the message and to not accept this ban and still go to Berlin. Of course, this is something where authorities are alert, and the organizers had announced that several thousand people would come again, and so it is going to be an exciting couple of days.
You say authorities are alert. How will they go ahead and try to stop this?
Well, the Berlin Senator for the Interior has already announced that this time around the police will act decisively and rigorously and not tolerate any violations of existing hygiene rules, and that they will break up those mass gatherings if they happen despite the ban. The senator justified the ban by saying this is not an attack on the freedom of assembly. This is a decision in favor of protecting public health. And he said that the demonstrators' behavior at the earlier demo earlier this month had shown that they clearly didn't want to adhere to those hygiene rules. And so a large-scale event with so many participants at a time when we're still in the middle of a pandemic is simply too risky. That's what he said. But he also added that, and that is an important point when you talk about who's actually planning to come to Berlin this weekend. He said that lots of those groups have clearly defined their goal as saying this is no longer just about the anti-corona measures. This is about overthrowing the German government because they're not legitimate. That's what these people are saying. And so the Senator for the Interior has said this is an attack against the free democratic system.
Well, some of these protests have attracted large crowds in the past in Germany. Is the public still behind the government's COVID strategy here?
There are several agencies who conduct regular polls who want to find out what Germans think about the anti-corona measures. And a very recent poll suggests that the German government still has massive support from the vast majority of Germans. That poll earlier this week suggested that 87% of Germans are in favor of banning large-scale events at the moment. And there were similar figures for similar measures like the wearing of face masks in the public sphere.
DW political correspondent Nina Hase. Thank you, Nina. While we're on the topic, let's take a look at some of the latest developments in the coronavirus pandemic. India has reported more than 67,000 new cases in the past 24 hours, raising the country's number of confirmed infections to 3.2 million. Kazakhstan has signed a deal to get supplies of Russia's first potential COVID-19 vaccine once clinical trials are complete. About 3,700 people in Sweden were told in error that they had the coronavirus due to a fault in a testing kit from China. And Germany's travel warning for more than 160 countries outside the EU will be extended by 2 weeks due to continued concerns about the coronavirus pandemic.